Hey friends, welcome to AquaBloomBoutique. So I just did a clip of all of the supplies that you guys need to create this project. So let's get started. I'm only using a 4x4 hoop because this circle just fit right in this one and I don't want to use a lot of stabilizer. Try to minimize the use of stabilizer. So here's the medium cutaway stabilizer. And I'm going to be cutting to 8 inches. So let me grab my rotary cutter over here. So you'll need some sort of ruler. I like to use my coating roller because it's thick. And this is long, thick, and you see the thickness. So I love using this one. Cut it at 8 inch. And then you will need to prepare your fabric. So I have my canvas backing. I think you can use anything for the backing. You can also use the same fabric, but I think it's too thin if you use it. That's why I try to pick a fabric that's thicker, like canvas, or you guys use foam, like the crafting foam, to make it a little bit dimension. But I didn't want it to be too dimensional, so I use the canvas to make it sturdier in the back. So I use heat and bond for this one, for the canvas backing, and then heat and bond for this one. So since this fabric quilting cotton is a little bit thin, I also use the interfacing. I did not show in the video because if you don't have this, it's not necessary. You can get away with just the heat and bond. So this is it's called Fusible Interfacing, and that's the name of it. Yeah. So I just bond this with the fabric first and then heat and bond after that. So let's hoop this. And this project can be done on your single needle, because your single needle, this is a flat project, so it could be done on that. I just like to use my multi-needle because it's already set up and it's ready to go. My single needle is not set up, it's in a corner, so it's a little bit cumbersome trying to take it out and set it up. So I'm just going to be using my multi-needle since it's convenient, it's like right here and it's already ready to go and set up. So you want to use this screw to tight. You guys can also use a mighty hoop too if you guys don't like doing this, because these hoop you have to use this little screw to tighten it up. So that's all you do, because when I show you guys the applique, we'll be layering these, and then I already prepared my glitter mix for this one, so I'm using this one, like a kind of a galaxy fabric that has glitter. So you can have a little bowl or something and then prepare your glitter. I think I need a little bit green because this one has a green ray right here, so I think this one is perfect. So you guys can get these from Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I think Joey might have some, so I'm going to be using this green. So I just move it to the green spot, and then I pour it in here. It's so fun to do your glitter mix. I think I added too much. I'm gonna not even use this whole thing because look at this. I think this is too much. You don't even need that much. So you guys can add the sea beads. So I have the sea beads, but the sea beads a little bit, I don't know. I feel like I didn't like the sea bead as much. I mean, it make that sound when you shake it when you add the sea bead. Yeah, I think, you know, it's sticking to the vinyl a lot. I don't have baby powder on me, so we'll try that next time to see if I rub the baby powder in the back of the vinyl to, you know, to help prevent the confetti from sticking. So you do not want to use the fine glitter. You need to, I think this one, I don't really like this one because this one stick to the vinyl too much, but I will see if when I use the baby powder if it helps. So the best one are this one that has some kind of shape. They're confetti, they're a little bit bigger. Glitter would be too messy and they will probably stick to your vinyl like more than this one. So this one's a little bit stickier than the rest of the other confetti, and the CB is the best here because you guys can see they don't stick, they fall down, and when you shake it you can hear it shake. Compared to this one does not have sea beads. I mean, you can still hear it shake, but the sound here is a little bit different with the sea beads. So yeah, let's start, and I'm gonna take you guys to my machine so we can start embroidering this. So you guys, I'm over here on my machine now, so I'm just gonna load this in. It's just the same like any applique, but I'll show you guys how I keep down the confetti from not spilling out. Okay, so I'm going to be embroidering it, and then it's going to start the this step is called the Applique Position. So it's doing Applique Position right now. So I'm using this neon green thread because I want to highlight this neon color over here. Let's see if I'm going to try to get this more into the design. So peel your backing off. Okay, so I'm going to try So now I am applying the fabric and it's stitching out the, right now it is stitching out the tack down stitch. And then I have to go press this. I'm gonna cut it down, press this, so then I can do the name and the wavy. There's also like a little bit design around this. It has this white border, so you guys can see. You guys see that? It has this white border around it and the name. You guys can add design, like a cute little motif in there. If you're doing school bag tags, you guys can add like a school books or an apple motif in there. Anything that you guys want to add, but I would use like more of a solid fabric if you guys gonna do that, so your design will show better. Since I'm not doing that, I'm using like pretty fabric or pattern fabric to as a background, you know, instead of adding in a motif. So cut as close as possible to it, and then I'll come back, and then after this I'll show you guys what I do next. Hey you guys, so I'm done with the Cricut mini press. I press it down to activate the heat and bond so it'll be flat and get all the air bubble out. So for this applique project right here, the name, I have to put it all the way down here not to mess up the design, because if I try to, in embroiderings, if I try to make it go after the white border stitch out, it's gonna mess up my design. So I'm just gonna go here and then move it all the way to the end so it can stitch out the name, and then we can go back and do the border. So that's it. That's all I want to show you, and then I will show you after they finish the design. So this is the point where you're gonna stitch out your motif, the name, and like anything inside of the circle right here. It needs to be all stitched out, and then we're going to be pouring the glitter on with the vinyl on top. Okay, so I'll show you guys how to do that in the next step. So I will do a time lapse of how this stitch out for you guys. Hey guys, so this is the part where I'm going to show you how to pour the glitter and put on the clear vinyl. So this clear vinyl, you probably need to get one that's about 12 gauge. You don't want anything thinner than that or anything too thick too. I'm not sure how many gauges this is, but I think this is an old one that I have. So this is probably like an old one that I have that I'm using. The other one that I have is too thin, so I think this is the thickest one that I have. So I think 12 gauge is a good thickness. So I need my tape. I'm gonna tape everything down with my tape. But I have to trim this little thread between the name here and Alpha. Okay. And then cut out a piece of vinyl. Try to cut it about the same size. Okay. So this is good. So all you have to do is just pour these glitter. I'm trying to make it go inside of this white border. I think that's good enough. That's all, you guys. And then you guys put your clear vinyl. Make sure there's nothing in the way. So I'm gonna use something to wipe it down. It's really staticky. I think I need to get the baby powder to make it not staticky, so it doesn't get stuck on the vinyl. So this is what I found worked the best from the confetti coming out. So make sure you have some of these tape. You can find this tape from Dollar Tree. Just these masking tape. Make sure you get all four edges. So even if the tape go over the design, you can peel it off after. It doesn't matter. It just stitch right through the tape, and then you just rip out the tape when it's done. Applique. That's all, you guys. And then I just hit embroidery again. Oh, at this point I could have put okay, so all of the glitter is coming to this side. I should have put some tape over here. Since I didn't put tape, some of these glitter is spilling. So I'm gonna cut this off. And then I'm gonna put this in the back of it while I do this last step. So I have to go back a couple steps. So I'm gonna put tape right on that area so that the glitter doesn't come out. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the heat and bond and then I'm just gonna put it under this. So this will cover the back. And go down here to see if it covered the whole thing. So it's a recover. Okay, so it's gonna do it again. I think I put too much of the confetti. So some of them, they came out a little bit. But it's okay, I'm gonna shake it off. So that's all, you guys. And then I'll show you guys when it's finished how we clean off. Okay, and then how we tie the ribbon on. Hey you guys, so it is done embroidering. Look at that. Woo! It's so pretty and it shakes. So I have to try the other method where I talk about using the powder, because I just don't, I think it's sticking to it. It looked fine. Most of them don't stick, just some of them, but I still gonna try to use the powder, see if I can prevent that more. I'll let you guys know in a different video. So yeah, so it's all done. I just took it out of the hoop, and then I'm gonna be using the scissor. Where is my you can use whatever scissor you guys want, but I like to use the duckbill scissor. Let me try to, I know that I put it somewhere up, so I have to go over there. So it was hang. I like to use that. That's called a duck bill because of this. So I like to use this to cut mine. So trim as close as possible. You guys can kind of see that, you know, where the needle puncture, there's that line. So cut on that line where the needle puncture the stabilizer, and you kind of see it. So, you know, I am contemplating on getting a new camera, so when I show things up close like this, it won't be blurry like my iPad here. The new camera that I'm gonna get has this focus that, you know, it will like make the product or the item that I'm trying to show you guys a little bit clearer. Like this one, it's when I show up close, it's a little bit blurry. Okay, so I'm not in frame, so make sure you guys don't cut the thread, because if you do, then everything will be messed up. So be very, very careful. I think you guys can use, I don't know if you guys can use the water soluble one. I was going to use it, but I didn't want to, I don't think I have to dip it in water. Like I could just put water on the edge. I think you guys can do that if you guys didn't want to cut it like this. But I don't know if it can holds up to the stitch count. I haven't tried that. If you're not good with cutting, maybe you can try using the water soluble stabilizer. It's a stabilizer, it's not the topper. I think they use that to make freestanding lace. I think it'll work if you use that instead of this. But I'm okay with cutting, so I'm just gonna cut as careful as I can. So right here I am trying to trim these excess white stabilizer off, but I'm trying to be really, really careful. I think with the duck bill it helps me from not trying to snip it. There we go. So I think I did put too much of the confetti in here. I didn't like, I think it should be okay. It's only for my daughter, but for the next one I shouldn't put too much. But oh my gosh, I love how the green pop out against like the dark purple. So you guys would need a hole punch. I don't think the hole punch can punch through this, I'm not sure, but this one is a heavy duty hole punch. It's called a crocodile. I used to do scrapbooks, so this one used to like, I used to make like those eyelid on paper, like when we're gonna make punch eyelid on paper. I don't know why we do that with scrapbook paper. maybe it was like a look that I was going for. Or tags, you know, like punch the tag and put eyeliner on a tag. Because sometimes we make like what is it, mixed media tags. So I'm gonna try to cut right in the center. So you guys see what I'm doing here? I'm just trying to find the center. There we go. So just punch through that. So you just create the hole. I think I like this rainbow the most because I didn't put a lot in there. So the name wasn't clutter. Like this one I put too much. So it just depends what you're going for. I think I like the first two. Okay. I was thinking of using this dark purple, and then I have a green one. So these are just scrap ribbons that it's from my scrapbooking days. So I just put it in this pink container. I was thinking of using this ruffly one. I think this will match, yeah. And this purple. So I'll only do 2 ribbons, one bigger in the back and then one a little bit smaller in the front. And you guys can just use your scrap ribbons. If you guys don't know, make sure it's not too tiny, where you can tie a knot. So I put the ribbon through here. And then just tie the knot up here. I only do 1 knot. Since this is a really thick ribbon, it's only good to do 1 knot. Like this one, I did 1 knot since it's a gross grain ribbon. And then this one they're not gross grain ribbons, so I can tie 2 knots because they slip out. So that's why I did 2 knots this one. This one 1 knot. I think this one I'm just gonna do 1 knot. I'm trying to fix this purple. I think 1 knot should do it for this one. It doesn't slip out like the other one, the yellow and the gaming purple here and the yellow. This is like an organza with satin. So they slip out when I only do 1 knot. So this one is pretty sturdy. I can feel it. That's not gonna come off. And I'll do just trim off this part. And then trim off this. That's all, you guys. And then just heat seal it. Just heat seal it. Because they do fray, so you do want to heat seal them. Or you can use fray check if you don't want to use heat. Okay. You guys can make this as gift, or they can even be ornament. You know, you guys can do those ornament or snow globe, right? And then the last thing is I just use these, they're like wire luggage tag. And then this one you have to twist it to close it. Twist it like that. And that's all, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys have better tips on how to do anything that I show you guys, please do share with all of us in the comment down below. I do not claim to be an expert or anything. Everything I learn here is from YouTube University or from Facebook group. So I just want to give credit to all the people that, you know, share wonderful ideas out there, tips and tricks. So this is just how I do things. But if you guys have any suggestion on anything, let me know, or I'll probably do another poll for you guys to see what video. I have a long list of video that I want to do for next year. So I will also put some more poll out on my community tab, so you guys can, you know, pick what you guys would like to see more of. So, and I am getting into embrilliance stitch artist, so that's some video that I will be teaching you guys how to digitize, because that's what I'm gonna get into next year. That's one of my goals for next year. So anyways, that's all, you guys. Bye bye, take care, friends. Bye, have a good day. Bye everybody. Please like and subscribe. Bye. See you next time. Bye.